What's up? Welcome to the Sports Sidebar Podcast. You're tuned in with your boy Rich, and I'm here with my buddies Tom and JD, and we're about to get this thing started. Let's go! All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Got another brand new episode for you, episode 53. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good, Rich. How you doing?
Doing great, man. Just recovering from this flood. We had crazy water up here. My street was flooded. Looked like looked like a swamp. All that's missing was the alligators, man. It was crazy out here.
Yeah, they the alligators were floating around down the south, down there in Louisiana.
Yeah, I know. I felt like what they was going through came up here.
Yeah.
But we just missing the wildlife. Did you guys get a lot of rain?
Yeah. It was. It's pretty bad. Luckily, we're kind of sit up on the hill a little bit, so it wasn't too bad at my house. But we got down closer to like the ponds and things like that. It was a lot of docks underwater and a little crazy.
Yeah, man. I mean, they're saying that there's another hurricane coming, but it's supposed to miss us. But they said it's supposed to get dragged back out to sea. But I mean, we'll see what happens.
Yep. Yeah, this one's supposed to stay out, but it's still going to bring some crazy surf into the East Coast here.
Yeah, so fingers crossed, man. First flood. I thought I would never see one of these before, but I thought
man. Pictures are crazy.
Yeah. Let's get right into it, man. We got the NFL eking upon us again. 2 days away from the Thursday night game. I mean, we got the Cowboys versus the Buccaneers to kick off, the season. How you feeling about the season?
I hope it's not like last season, and we've already kind of seen some of the COVID things are already hitting. Pro Bowl guard Zach Martin was out Thursday for the Cowboys. That's a big blow to the Dak Prescott and Zeke owners. But yeah, as long as they, that can be tamed a little bit, I think it's gonna be a good year. Hopefully, halfway close to normal.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see, especially that game. When Martin's out, I mean, they average like 50 run yards a game. When he's in, they're over 100. So, then, they're going to be going against that defensive Super Bowl winning defensive line. So it's going to be interesting to see if, how much they try to run the ball, try to pass. I'm sure they don't want Dak getting hurt again, especially after the first game of the season. So,
yeah, I think, we got with Tampa Bay returning all of its starters from last year, both on offense and defense. I think they're going to be the team to beat again.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm looking forward to the season. It should be a good season. Seeing if the Buccaneers can get back to the Super Bowl. See if Patrick Mahomes has something to say about it, or see if the field, one of these other quarterbacks, pops his head up. Dethrones everybody. So
absolutely.
I mean, some of the other games we got on Sunday, we got the Seahawks versus the Colts, the Chargers versus the Washington football team. They still ain't got a name yet. The Steelers versus the Bills. I think that should be a good game.
Yeah.
Interesting to see how the Steelers, how good or how bad they look. Being off the rebuild. Not really a rebuild, but a reshaping. The team. Then we got your Jets versus the Panthers. I mean, we got the old quarterback versus the new quarterback, man. How you feeling about your team's chances on Sunday?
They opened at 5.5 point underdogs. It's down to 4, so money's leaning towards the Jets. I kind of like them in this game, to be honest. I think that they're gonna be amped up. New coach, new quarterback. As long as the defense will know, they know a thing or two about Darnold. So I kind of like the Jets in a close game here, maybe like 24-21, something like that.
Ooh. Edging with the field goal with 5 seconds left?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think they're going to be up and run out the clock. Gotcha.
And I'm interested to see how this Panthers offense looks.
Yeah, me too, for sure.
Because I know they had some. They had some pieces that were out, so it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, I 100% agree on that.
Then we got the Browns versus the Chiefs. That's going to might be the game of the week. See if the Browns could get their revenge against the Chiefs. And I'm interested to see how that Chiefs offensive line looks. They pretty much rebuilt it from top to bottom. So
yeah, and to be honest, I think it seemed like they did a pretty good job. So yeah, let's see how well they actually did here on rebuilding that line. Basically, like you said, from nothing.
Oh yeah. Then Odell's coming back, so It's going to be interesting to see how he fits back into that offense. Seems like they really didn't use him, but they also need him because he stretches the field. So, but it also seems like they don't need him because, I mean, they run the ball very well. So,
yeah. Well, yeah. That's going to be an interesting dynamic because they kind of almost seemed like they played better when he was off the field last year.
yeah, maybe they, maybe they still stay hot. Let's say they go 5-6, down the stretch, and then maybe they trade him. They figure maybe they don't need him, but
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna see. I hope Odell bounces back.
Yeah. So do I.
He has a lot of potential. And then we got the Packers and the Saints. That should be a good game. Seeing how Jameis fares in his first game starting.
Yeah, he's gonna. They cut Latavius Murray today, so it's gonna be Kamara and I don't know what other weapons they got down there now besides Jameis, and Callaway can kind of run straight down the field, but yeah, that should be it should be. We'll see how that kind of plays out down there in New Orleans.
Oh yeah, and then we got the Giants and the Broncos. I need the football guys to pray for us because with Von Miller and what's the name pass rushing, might be a bad day for Daniel Jones, man.
Who was it? Bradley Chubb on the other side?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. And Vic Fangio is gonna have a defense all lined up to get Daniel Jones on the move and hopefully trying to create some turnovers.
Yeah, so Surtain was looking great. He had a pick in the preseason. I mean, I know it's a preseason, but I mean they got a good defense.
They do.
I mean they got some weapons on offense. If Teddy Bridgewater can hold it together, they can definitely make the playoffs.
Yeah, I think so. I mean the issue with them is just they're playing in a tough division, right? I mean it's they got the Chiefs. Chargers should be better this year with second year Justin Herbert and hopefully a little bit smarter coach. And then the wild card Las Vegas Raiders out there who
the Raiders
they can turn it on or they can look absolutely horrible. So you just never know what you're gonna get there.
Yeah, they got a good offensive team, but defensively that's what they struggle at.
Yeah.
Then we got the Bears versus the Rams. I mean, hopefully Aaron Donald knocks this guy out the game so we get to see Justin Fields. So
Dalton.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm also looking forward to seeing Stafford in that offense.
Yeah, I think like we always talk about coaches like scheming for the right quarterback. I think that this is another situation like we will probably see New Orleans with Jameis and Sean Payton. Sean McVay's a kind of brilliant offensive mind as well. So I think they got plenty of tape on Stafford, so they can they know what his strengths and weaknesses are. It'll be interesting to see how they kind of scheme it for him. They got a ton of options, at least in the passing game. Their running backs are thin with Cam Akers getting hurt. But they should have a decent line, and their defense should be top 3 defense in the league. So
yeah, I mean the last time Stafford had a good defense in Detroit, they went 11-5. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out.
Yeah, he's still looking for his first playoff win though.
Yeah, dang shame, man. Then we got that's actually the Sunday night game. Then the Monday night game we got the Ravens and the Raiders. I mean, not too excited about that one, but I mean, we'll get to see Lamar. It's going to be interesting to see how much passing that offense does. Because we know they can run the ball. I mean, that's going to be interesting to see. Because Oakland's defense is not the greatest, and we know Baltimore is the number 1 rush team in the league. So I mean, if you're eating up all that clock, I don't know how their offense is going to be able to score too much. But I mean, still. They probably gonna run the ball all day, but I think we're both interested in to see how the pass game, what changes they made to let Lamar throw more. So then outside of the games, I mean, we had fantasy football. We wrapped up our draft. How are you feeling about your team, man?
Yeah, I think it's fine. I don't know. It's how I feel every year. I feel like I could have done a couple picks here and there that I wish I could change, but I think I need a few weeks to play out here to really see what it looks like.
What was the pick that you wish you could have went back and changed, or
man,
you felt like you drafted someone too early?
Yeah, there's just I feel like just as I was going through it, there was a couple guys I wanted. I wanted Noah Fant from Denver late, but he got taken a pick before me.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, or 2 picks before me. Let's see the rest of my team. I just remember I wanted Russell Wilson. I got Kyler Murray, so not too bad there.
Mm-hmm.
And I just felt like I kind of reached for Miles Sanders probably. I'm not sure how good of a year he's going to have. I feel like Hurts might actually hurt him.
Mm-hmm.
Don't love my running backs. I got Chase Edmonds as a third running back. Najee, I took in the second round. Didn't really want to take him because I don't love rookie running backs that are kind of like the guy that are going to step right in. I know that everyone kind of had a hard on for Najee Harris, but I don't know. It makes me a little nervous. But yeah, I think that's really it. I mean, I got Devontae with my first pick. He was the guy I was really looking at. George Kittle, I like at tight end. And AJ Brown, I love AJ Brown as long as he can stay healthy. So the running backs really, I guess, is where I'm just a little. I wish I had some different picks there.
Yeah, I'm feeling the same way. I felt like I drafted Julio Jones too early, and I felt like I could have got another running back in there. So I think I was debating between this guy from the Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
No, the running back.
Joe Mixon.
Yeah, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna wait for him to come back around, and then he was coming back around, and then Cross picked him the pick right before mine.
Yeah. I hate when that happens when you're like sitting on a guy. It's just the nature of the beast. That's why you always have to have a couple guys lined up. But yeah, I didn't love where I was picking. I don't really like picking in the middle because there's just too many things that can happen in between your picks, right? I'd rather be at one end of the draft or the other. That way, if I have 3 or 4 guys I like with a couple picks left, I can almost guarantee that they're going to be there. Or if not, I only need like one backup. So yeah, and I got your boy Kenny Galladay. So let's see if he can stay healthy.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting him or the other receiver that came back from ACL from Denver. Can't think of his name right now.
Jerry Jeudy?
No, not Judy.
What's the other guy's name? Cortland Sutton.
Yeah, but I think I sat on him too long. Like I could have picked him, but then I just sat on him too long, and then he got picked like a pick before mine again.
It is. Yeah. I mean, again, we had a couple guys auto drafting, so even though there was like a couple that a couple guys I wanted, I knew that they weren't going to be there because they were sitting, in a certain spot, right? So.
Yeah, I got Michael Thomas late, but he's out for like 6 to 8 weeks. So.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, and injuries, like early season injuries, are brutal to pick because you don't want to spend a high pick on a guy like Michael Thomas that is going to be out 6 or 8 weeks, and the high pick could cost you another guy that you could have picked that could be producing, but then at what point is it good value to take him and just sit on him for a while?
Yeah, I got him like in the 8th or 9th round. So
yeah,
I mean, I was surprised he was still there, and I was like, Then after I picked him, Cross got pissed. He was like, "Oh man."
Someone's always going to be unhappy in the draft.
Oh yeah. Then we had college football. I mean, Alabama rolls again. Looks like they're not going to miss a beat. The quarterback Young, he looked great. It's pretty much going to be Alabama versus the field this year.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of knew that going in. I guess you never really know until you see that first game. But yeah, quarterback there looked legit.
Yeah, he looked legit. The defense looked legit. So I mean, they're probably going to be putting up like 40 points a game. The way they play. So it'll be interesting to see, what team can stop them. I'm interested to see them when they play, some other SEC teams.
Yeah. Yep.
But I mean, LSU got stomped on by UCLA. So.
Yeah, didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're like good one year, then like they drop off for like 3 to 4 years, and they come back, they're good. Like I don't understand how that happens.
I have no idea.
And then we had Clemson. They had a bad loss to Georgia. I mean, it was a 3-10 game. I mean, if he didn't throw that pick, they probably who knows, maybe they could have won 6-3. But I mean, it sucks for Clemson because I feel like every team in their division lost. So even if they beat all these teams and end up 13-1 or 12-1, it's gonna be hard for them to stay in that top four because their level of competition.
Mm-hmm. What did you think of week one of college football?
I mean, it was interesting to see because some of the Heisman people, they were talking about, like, the quarterback from North Carolina, they lost. It honestly just looks like it's going to be an Alabama show the whole season. I wouldn't be surprised if Young didn't win the Heisman, just because usually you got to have a good record and you're putting up numbers. I mean, he put up 4 touchdowns first game, over 300 yards. It's going to be hard for somebody to. If he continues at this pace, it's going to be hard for anybody to top him as far as the Heisman watch. But don't get me wrong, there's some other good players out there, but we're going to have to wait and see.
Did you watch any of the Florida State Notre Dame game?
Yeah, the Florida State game was good. They were actually down. They were down by a lot till the backup quarterback came out. He's actually transferred, and he had like a gruesome injury, broke his leg.
Yep.
I thought he wouldn't be able to walk. He came out and lit it up. It's gonna be interesting to see if they go with him going forward as a starter or they go back to the other guy.
Yeah, I think that they I think they'll probably mix both in. But yeah, I thought that was a gutsy call. And then he had to stay in because he was hot. But I felt like the quarterback from Notre Dame there, I thought he played really well. Gone is his name, Jack Gone. Yeah, I thought he played really well. And their tight end there, Mayer, is guy's a beast, but he had a big drop there at the end, almost could have cost them. It would have put them in field goal position in regulation. So
yeah, I mean, and Florida State did miss a field goal too. So I mean, in OT. So
they got hit one, but the coach called timeout. Classic, right?
The classic ice.
Yeah, iced his own kicker.
Then we got the NBA. Not much to cover here. I mean, DeAndre Jordan's going to the Lakers. Looks like Brooklyn traded him to Pistons, and then they did a buyout. Looks like he's going to the Lakers. I mean, Lakers just loading up with vets.
Yeah, it seems like there's only 2 teams in the NBA.
Yeah, it's like an arms race right now of who could get the top players. Marcus Aldridge, hopefully he's coming back to Brooklyn. His medical, I guess they fixed the situation with his heart. I don't say they fixed it, but cleared him to play. Yeah, so I mean it's pretty much gonna be an arms race. Looks like it's gonna be Brooklyn and the Lakers. It's gonna be interesting to see if those are the top 2 teams or if someone can do something to change that.
Yeah. It's they can only dress 12 guys, so like where are they gonna be stashing all these guys?
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're gonna have some kind of like last year. Our teams had like up to 15, 18 guys. Yeah. Because of COVID protocols. I'm sure some guys would be on the team, but labeled as injured or something, so they can hold that extra roster spot.
Yeah.
So guys aren't going back to backs too much.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then he was still waiting for the Ben Simmons and Damian Lillard to see where they go. I mean, it looks like Ben Simmons wants out. He said he's not coming back again. Dame said, he's with the team, but I mean, he hasn't really shut down the trade rumors. So I mean, we're just gonna have to wait and see where these two go. I feel like these two can also shift the power in the NBA if they decide to go to a team not the Lakers or Brooklyn. So.
Yeah, I did hear a rumor today that the Celtics might be in the mix for Ben Simmons again as the price starts to come down a little bit. I mean, obviously, like if the Philly wants to move him, people are just gonna wait him out because they were just asking for like the moon, and there's not. I feel like they're not going to get it for Simmons. So I think as the price starts to come down a little bit, I think that you'll see some more teams jump in here.
Oh yeah, it's probably not going to happen until training camp starts, and if he doesn't show up, I mean, if he's not showing up, I mean, I think that's going to expedite the process of him getting traded.
Yep.
So.
Yep. The problem is they just, the team will just continue to lose leverage. So I feel like, drop it now before he doesn't show up to camp and doesn't start to play, because then it's, then, although they're not making money, the player kind of holds all the leverage against you at that point.
Yeah, I would rather just trade him now, because you get those other guys in early for training camp. So
Exactly.
now you got guys building chemistry. Then you get a better view of your roster.
Yep.
See, what works, what doesn't work. Maybe maybe one of the pieces we got doesn't fit. Maybe we could send it here with something else. So gives you some time to tweak some more things before you get close to the playoff basketball, which really counts.
Yep.
But like I said, man, we're just gonna have to wait and see to see what's going on with these two.
Yep.
Then MLB, I mean, the Giants hold off the Dodgers, take back that first place. What would you say your odds would be for the Giants to win out?
Oh man, I think it's gonna be tough for them. I think they actually have a tougher schedule on the way out than LA does. So yeah, I think that ultimately LA is going to take over that top spot. Obviously both teams will make the playoffs. I think it's going to be Dodgers winning the division and the Giants playing in the play-in game.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they can hold them off, man. They can
maybe
win the division. So it's gonna be interesting to see.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I think that I just want to check here the schedule on the way out. Giants. I feel like they've just been playing such good baseball that it's just difficult to sustain. I think. Yeah, they got the Padres 7 more times. They got Atlanta. I think they got Padres 10 more games with the Padres. Holy smokes!
Yeah.
3 with Atlanta. Got to go out to Coors. They're in Coors tonight actually. Out in Chicago. Just kind of a tough finisher here. Whereas the Dodgers, who are they looking at? St. Louis, San Diego, Arizona, Cincy, Colorado. Yeah, much lighter schedule, kind of on the way out. More home games. So I think they got one road trip left where they're hitting Cincy, Colorado, and Arizona. But other than that, I think that they got a fairly decent schedule.
Yeah, I mean, but you never know. I mean,
Yankees
were struggling against the damn Orioles, so
very true.
I mean, you never know. Sometimes some teams might, take their foot off the gas for certain games. So.
Yep. No, it's the truth. I mean, look at the Orioles kind of come in and bully the Yankees a little bit. Thought they were in a good spot going into that series, and then they kind of, and now they got Toronto who's hot right now, and Seattle's hot. So there's a lot of teams behind the Yankees. Fortunately, the Red Sox are playing just as bad as the Yankees right now. So
yeah,
they haven't really lost too much ground on them, but the other teams are starting to come up here, especially the Blue Jays if they keep doing damage here.
Yeah, I think the Yankees going to need another like spike of games to rattle off and to create some separation. I mean, we're gonna have to wait and see again, man.
Yeah, they only have 22 games left, so got to make something happen here. Just stay in it. The division's gone. Tampa Bay's just about got that locked up, I think.
Yeah.
So it's all fighting for that. You want to be that home team, and ideally you'd like to have set up Garrett Cole to be the pitcher, right? So.
Yep.
If you have the time to do that, to kind of set your rotation and get Cole in that one gamer, especially if it's going to be against the Red Sox, you want him against Chris Sale. So,
yeah, you want your top ace against the top ace. So
exactly, you need to have some, a little bit of room there so you can set that all up.
Oh, who do you think Ohtani can win MVP?
Yeah, I think he's got it locked up. I mean, in the AL, I think it's his to lose. He's been basically that whole team with Mike Trout being out. So, yeah, I mean they're bad. I don't know what his WAR is. It's probably pretty high at this point, but he's probably the guy. I don't know who else in the AL really would challenge him.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. He does both sides. So, I mean, he's got the pitching on lock and the hitting. So, I mean,
yeah, that's what I mean. He's going. Yeah, his WAR this year is almost 8, which is really high. I think Mike Trout is usually around. He's got like the best WAR. He's probably around 8 or 9 or 10, somewhere around there every year. So yeah, I think that he's been the most valuable player to his team for sure.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully he gets it. I'd love to see him hit over 50 home runs as well. But, I mean, great season.
Yeah, he's at 43. It can happen. Unlikely, but it can.
I mean, his 7 home runs in 22 games. That was basically 1 every 3 games. I think he could get it done.
Yeah. We'll find out. So his pitching WAR is 3.6. It's really difficult to look through this one. He's got 2 sets of stats.
Yeah. You're like, wait, does he have a twin?
No kidding. Oh, so he's 7.8 WAR batting and 3.6 pitching. I don't know if you can combine those or not, but leading the league.
Yep. I mean, the 3.6 is a little high, but for him to be doing both at the same time is unheard of.
Yeah. I still forgot about Vladdy Jr. and Salvador Perez is having a good season too. So. Yeah,
I love Vlad.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He was carrying my team because Mike Trout couldn't. He was out.
No bueno.
Terrible. So, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing either of them get it, but
yeah,
it'll probably go to Ohtani because he's doing both sides of the ball. But I think if Vlad had more home runs, then there would be a better case for him to win it over him.
Yeah.
Then, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again. We got another edition of JD's Bites and Brew for you. What do you got for us?
All right. So tonight we're gonna do back to the like a rice bowl. So this one's a rice bowl that was we had put sweet potatoes, broccoli, just kind of roasted them up, threw those in there. Then had some flank steak that I grilled up, threw a couple of slices on top, and then put a egg over easy on the top of that, and then topped the broccoli with a honey miso glaze, and on the sweet potatoes and the steak there was a sriracha mayo. So put that all together, threw that on top. Actually the flavors just meshed really well. It was delicious. Something I think you would like, Rich.
That sounds like I don't want to say like a Chipotle bowl, but kind of like there's another place that has like bowls like that. I can't remember the name of it around here, but it reminds me like of a kind of a Chipotle bowl, but a more healthier one.
Yeah, similar. Yep.
But those are always good, man. Those are always good, especially when you get your meat, your rice, all your little vegetables in there, then your sauce on top.
Oh yeah, gotta have the sauce.
Go to town on those. And then what'd you guys drink that down with?
So today we're going back brewery that haven't hit in a while, but again, one of my friends was down there, grabbed some beer. So it's a Southington Transcend beer. This one is the True Colors Pink Dragon. So True Colors is their sour series. I think I've had one on here before, but the Pink Dragon smoothie style. So it's got raspberry, pink guava, and pink dragon fruit, and then mixed with some lactose and vanilla, so it makes it a little creamier. It pours like a nice pinkish color, which is cool. Very thick. Probably only want to do one of these, maybe two. Definitely good sharing beer. The flavors were really good. I felt like these guys kind of nail that guava flavor. I've had a guava style beer from them before that was really good. So really hit that one well. Not too much of the vanilla, so you can kind of smooth on the back end, but like not overbearing. So people that don't care for vanilla, I didn't think that it was too much. But yeah, it's a good, again, good sour, good change up. Especially if you're, having a bunch of Oktoberfest, this is a good one to kind of cleanse the palate. Probably I'll give it like a 7.8.
Oh, nice. That's pretty good. That's a decent beer.
Yeah, it's a good one. I think you'd like it.
Yeah, I was up in Wegmans in the beer aisle a few days ago trying to figure out all these different beers. I was trying to look for some of the ones you recommended, but I couldn't find any.
You got to really look, Rich, to find those ones.
Yeah, they have a bunch of different ones in there too. So then I was like, all right, I'm just get some Oktoberfest.
There you go.
So
it's when in doubt, it's good fallback.
Yeah, when in doubt. And then nothing really for the BRRs this week. Just trying to check out some new shows. Started Yellowstone, only on the first episode.
What do you think so far? I know you probably need like 2 or 3 episodes to really.
Yeah, it seems like it's gonna be like it kind of reminds me of what is that show called? Oh, it's gonna bug me now. Oh, it's gonna bug me. There was a show about this guy who got out of prison and stole somebody's identity as like a cop, and he was in the town.
Oh, Banshee. Banshee.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me. Kind of, it looks like it's gonna remind me of Banshee. That's what it looks like.
Not really.
Oh no,
I don't think so. No. You saw Big Sky, right?
Yeah.
I'd say it's a much better version of Big Sky as opposed to Banshee, but probably has a little bit of the Banshee style in it. But
that's why, because the drama between like the tribe and his family.
Yeah.
And then because Banshee has some of that, so.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're right there, right? So it is a little bit of the the Native Americans against the rest of the town. But I think it's more along the lines of like a much better version of Big Sky.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna keep watching. I'll keep posted on that. Trying to think what else. There wasn't really anything else I think I started watching. Because I was dealing with this flood this weekend, so
ruin your viewing.
Yeah, car got flooded. Total. So
that's crazy.
We went car shopping, and then that was like the whole weekend. Just car shopping and running around trying to get other stuff done.
It's insane.
You got to get a rental, all this other stuff. So.
Boy, how is it now? Better?
Yeah, I mean now it's better. It's like almost back to normal.
That's good.
They cleaned up a lot of the trash and stuff outside, so it doesn't look like a wreckage. A lot of people lost a lot of stuff. So I mean, make sure y'all get insurance, flood insurance, renters insurance. Make sure you get gap insurance on your car. Just make sure you get that all covered, man. You never know what could happen.
You never know.
How'd you like clickbait?
4 episodes in, so what was the last episode? Last episode was the one with the mistress that we thought was maybe the only mistress, but might not have been.
Mm-hmm.
So we we're right there, and we just started the episode with the weird reporter dude who's being super skeevy.
Oh yeah, he's trying to uncover stuff. So
yeah. But yeah, I honestly have no idea where it's gonna go. At first I was, I think I told you I was sort of leaning towards it being a setup by the cop. Maybe that was way off, but
I mean, I definitely guessed that too. I was thinking he did that he did all this to get his promotion.
Yeah, because he was so focused on it, right? And then all of a sudden, like, he's matching with the girl messaging the girl on online dating, and then all of a sudden, her brother disappears the next day, and he has like almost like an in, right,
mm-hmm.
where they trust him. So it was a little, in my mind, a little sketchy, but yeah, it could have been, just me.
How much do you hate the sister?
Pia?
Yeah.
Oh, she's ridiculous. Just ridiculous.
She's overly dramatic at times.
Oh my god. Like, chill out.
And she's like, she just pops up in people's houses like,
oh yeah,
like, yo, do you knock?
Yeah, sister's annoying a little bit, and kind of a total wild card. I don't think that outside of maybe the cop that the acting is all that great. I do like the storyline. I like the whole deal, but I feel like the acting is kind of choppy.
Yeah, that's what I couldn't do over 8. It was just some of the scenes, and especially with the sister, is like.
I know what you're saying now. It was just a little, like, I don't know, a little too much.
Yeah, like when when he told her brother was dead.
Oh yeah.
And she just falls on the floor, does like some weird arm motion, and just like, okay. But
yeah.
I mean, like the story is good, man. You just got to keep watching to figure out who did it.
It does strike me a little bit like Phone Boothy. You remember the movie Phone Booth with Colin Farrell?
Yeah.
Like, it's just the way that it started, right, with him with the sign, and like, if you hit 5 million views, we're gonna kill him. I actually, never thought that they were gonna kill him. I did think it was like some sort of ruse to extort somebody.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was too. Like I pretty much thought, like when I first started watching, I pretty much thought it was that. Then I thought maybe, the sister did it because she acts like weird close to him, like they were sleeping together kind of. Then I thought maybe it was the wife because she told him she was cheating. Thought maybe she ended up doing something to get out of the relationship because then I went to the cop. Then I went to some other people. So, yeah, you just got to keep watching. They pretty much don't reveal it out till like the second to last episode. So.
Okay. That's all you got.
Yeah, and then I mean, not much else. I mean, Shang-Chi did like 75 million. So, like Tom said, you probably see that kiss our goodbyes to Disney movies on Disney Plus. Then We had the passing of Michael K. Williams, your boy Omar from The Wire.
Yeah, it's a sad one.
Yeah, I mean, drug
Good
related. Yeah.
Good actor, great, great character in Omar.
Yeah, man. I mean, it sucks, but I mean, got to stay away from those drugs, guys.
Yep.
Or if you know somebody battling addiction, help them out, man.
For sure.
And I think that's pretty much it. I don't got anything else. And then that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for rocking out with us. Until next time.
Till next time, Rich.
I want to thank y'all for rocking out with your boy Rich, JD, and Tom here on the Sports Sidebar Podcast. Give y'all something to ride out on. I want to thank y'all for rocking out with your boy Rich, JD, and Tom here on the Sports Sidebar Podcast. Give y'all something to ride out on.